I am Moon Petrie. I think there is going to be a thunderstorm, and today is the 13th of July, the 13th day of camp. Today's project is fun. It is exploring further an idea that is based on a setting that came to me in a dream. Many of my ideas begin with a setting, which I guess is not usual, but makes sense considering I write portal fantasy, and so it's a big part of the premise. In this dream, I was underneath a bridge in a wide, shallow river with beautiful, fine golden sand banks and small sailboats on it, people playing in the shallows. Lovely, hot, probably in the desert, and there were these giraffes. I don't actually know if they were really giraffes. They were giraffe-shaped things that were very, very tall. They may, in fact, have been mechanical or something. I don't know. I am going to try to further explore what might be the setting around this river and connect it to a plot that I came up with when I was working on high concept ideas. So I'm gonna see what I can put together, and I'm gonna get inside before it really gets stormy. So yesterday I went out of my way to make sure that my children were exhausted, and I was really hoping to have a good nap from them, and they did nap well, and I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. Now, partly that was because I finally made it to the top of the waiting list on my library Libby app to get The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware, which I've been waiting for a long time, so I had to start reading that. But also it was partly because I just didn't have a whole lot clear in my mind about the idea that I was working on. So a lot of it ended up just being asking questions, describing what I was aware of about the setting, and then just sort of thinking of possibilities, or here are some more things I need to know, more than here's the answer to those questions. It was only like 168 words or something, so not much to write home about, but I am tackling something a little bit more intense today. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes, but today is the 14th. Today's goal is to work on a story, maybe a short story from a dream that I had, or at least developing the idea to see whether it could be a short story or something longer. And it's essentially about a sentient house, a kid out playing, discovering a ruin or a moldering old house that ultimately kind of chases the kid out. So we'll see what it turns into. It was a really cool dream though, so I wanted to see if I could do something with it. I'm so tired. So it is the night of the 15th. It is Wednesday, that's right. So yesterday I did end up writing about 500 words, exploring this idea. I think that it could be a prologue or a flashback, or maybe somehow be worked into a longer piece, but there are a couple things that were seeming fun about it, intriguing. I'm not as excited about it as I have been about some of the other ideas. Today's project was to work on this idea that I had, a long time ago, February of 2019, which kind of another life. I had 3 kids. There was no pandemic. And it's funny. I wasn't even pregnant with my youngest yet, and it's an idea about babies. And I have been really, really tired. Every night lately when I'm getting ready for bed and I brush my teeth, I look in the mirror and I see that my eyes are terribly red. Like I've been staying awake too long and looking at screens too much. And so today I went through all of the previous documents that I have made for each of the activities this week, this month. I'm tired. And I pulled out from each of them anything that was specifically to do with this idea or would be fun to possibly include, whether that's a trope or something that I love. I did not write anything new. It was a document that's over 800 words now. I've pulled together everything. And it, seems like a lot because I had included this idea in a lot of the brainstorming that I've done so far this month. So I just pulled it all into one place and I've been thinking about it. So I felt like I did the thing, but I didn't write any words. So I'm going to give myself an animal sticker, but no stars. 0 new words in my 800 and some word document. So I am halfway through the month now. Oh, July has 31 days. I'm not quite halfway. So I'll just cry a little bit now. So I know that this sort of halfway through Nano thing is a thing, and I just probably need to be gentle on myself or find a way to take a break a little bit more, and try not to make my eyes so tired, try not to frazzle my brain quite so much. So I just say to you, until next time, I am Moon Petrie. Maybe we should do a little self-care.